Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to another weekly market forecast with Yemi Olaleye. And this covers for 29th of June to 3rd of July 2026. Starting from the fundamental outlook, focusing on high impact news only. On Monday, we have only Euro as bank holiday and no high impact news on any other currency. On Tuesday, we have Canadian dollar 1:30 p.m. on GDP, which is high impact news. On Wednesday, we have Great Britain pounds and US dollar coming up with high impact news. On Federal Chairman Walsh as he speaks, ISM manufacturing on PMI with US dollar, and Governor Bailey as he speaks for Great Britain pounds. And that is 2 p.m. Nigerian time and 3 p.m. Nigerian time, respectively. On Thursday, we have 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, US dollar coming up with average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. On Friday, all day long, we have US dollar on bank holiday. That is the highlight for the fundamental outlook for the week. And quickly, let's go to what we refer to as the technical outlook, and let's see the insight we have. If we check what we have on the XY, which signifies the strength of dollar itself, if we look at this on the weekly time frame perspective, we've been targeting to see the price actually give us more buy momentum to this price level here. And so far so well, that is what we're still expecting in the market. And yes, we're expecting more bullish energy. However, on 4-hour time frame perspective, let's look at what we have if it's a bit different. Right here, before we continue with that strong bullish momentum, we've seen how the price has created that bearish energy right here. And of course, it has created a previous high, which also hit a rejection zone. We have a previous low level which the market took out through. We have a price movement back into retracement and creating a lower low right here. Now, when we have this little bit of momentum to the upside, we should be expecting more bearish energy till the price gets to this area before we expect more buy momentum. And that is the XY on 4-hour time frame. So my projection, in long story to cut it short, I'll be expecting more bearish momentum on DXY for this week before we hit a buy momentum again. That being said, on DXY, quickly let's get to EURUSD. What we have on EURUSD on weekly time frame perspective, this gives us more bearish momentum because ideally we would be expecting the price to give us more energy into where we refer to as a discount zone, whereby we're expecting to buy off at that zone in the nearest future, a zone like this. But before the price gets there on a weekly time frame perspective, what do we see on a daily time frame? And quickly, let's check out what we have on the daily time frame. We have bearish momentum, which is going to come up after the bullish energy, and that means we should be expecting the price to actually give us a little bit of that bullish momentum so the price gets here and give us that rejection. And of course, before the price gets to this level, which is a premium, I would be expecting this level to also play its own role, and that is we go to the 4-hour time frame perspective to give that outlook to show how I found it. And this is very clear. Without further ado, look at this level. This is the previous high zone here, and this level is good for us to expect the price reaction to get above it and break out of it. Then we should expect a reaction of this zone, and with this I'll be expecting a sell momentum, and that is the first entry point we will be targeting. And the second one will be the daily one, which is just above here, expecting the price to get into this level before we have more bearish energy. But we're going to check out and wait for when the market give us the confirmation at either of these zones before we jump on any of these trades. And quickly we move to the Great Britain pounds US dollar on 4-hour time frame perspective. To keep the long story short, I would be expecting the price to get to this level, which is also a premium zone, expecting the price to give us this kind of energy and for us to start selling. And at the same time, we could actually have the price eating up to this previous high level, which is a daily time frame zone, and it's a premium, which can also be very good for us to spot our sell momentum going forward. Overall, we'll be looking for sell on this currency pair, and going forward we will be expecting more buy before we expect that sell on Great Britain pounds US dollar. And that being said, I will move quickly to the next one, which is the AUDUSD, and wait for this guy to load. And AUD US dollar, if we check what the price has done in the recent week, there was a time we talked about this. I think that was like 2 weeks ago or 3, I can't remember, not quite long anyways. But the last time we talked about this, I was talking about how we found opportunity where the price is going to be eating a zone, and there we'll be having more bullish energy, and that is exactly what happened there. With this level, this high, my projection was to see the price getting above it and smashing it down till we get to this previous low structure projection. Look at my projection line, which is here, and what the price did was exactly that. And the price actually moved there. It gave us that energy. You move into that zone before we have this range. So from here to here, the price has done over 200 pips in that regard. So for this week, what exactly are we looking at? Now I'm going to remove what we have there before, and we're going to take out another opportunity for this week. So this one right here, I'm going to delete it. This one I'm going to also delete it. What we have for this week is very simple. We'll be looking for how the price will give us a bullish momentum before we have more opportunity in the market, and that means we will be expecting the price to give us more buy, break out this high, retest above it, and then give us more sell from this level. That will be the projection on AUD US dollar for this week. Ideally we can move to higher time frame, but I won't be able to do that right now. I will leave that till tomorrow, where we have the market recap session on 4-hour time frame perspective as well. On NZD US dollar, I would be expecting the market to give us more reaction for a buy. As long as we're expecting sell on DXY, this is also good. After this accumulation, expect a breakout above this price level here. If the price is able to do this, expect a breakout again, expect this movement to happen. This level becomes your stop loss, and at that we will be expecting more sell within this range. And don't forget, your stop loss is here and your target for take profit is right here. That is the ideal thing we should be expecting for this NZD US dollar for the week, and we'll be checking out this one for the beginning of the week. As market opens, we're going to determine what we'll be doing with this information. And going quickly to the USDCAD, I'm not looking for anything really on this one particularly. We've had extended bullish momentum over the time, and it's amazing how the market has given us more an extensive buy energy. But currently we are facing a downturn whereby the price is actually creating that bearish energy here, rejection here. We just want to see the price taking out this previous low and then move into this kind of range, which is a discounted rate, and we will be looking for more buy at that level. So at 1.4026, we should be expecting more buy on this one right here. And that's, let's take it to 4-hour time frame to make it easier, and that means we will be expecting the reaction to just move this way before we buy off at this level. So we're buying at 1.4026, and our stop loss is right here at 1.400 psychological zone. So I believe that will be great for the week, and let's get that done. So quickly, let's go to the USDJPY. Let's see what we have on USDJPY quickly. I'm just trying to do something. I'm trying to reload this page. I don't know why this is happening. Sorry. I want to restart this. Okay, I think it's coming up a little. Okay, good. So on USDJPY, what we have is a bit simple. We just want to see the price hitting a different level, right? And I'm checking it out. Wait, the price is loading. Okay guys, this is where I will be stopping for this week. I have an important update on something, and this is also slowing down a little bit. Okay, so yes guys, this is how we're going to navigate around this for this week. I will come back and I will highlight more details on the rest of the currency pairs at the beginning of the week. I see you tomorrow in the weekly market forecast. Sorry, I have to go. Thank you for watching, and definitely I will really update this in course of the week. Thank you, and do enjoy the rest of the week through proper risk management, and I will